Good morning.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Delilah's right here, obviously.
Has to do that.
Yeah, I mean, she's just, yeah. Boy, turn the video on and there she is.
Right here.
Right here.
Oh,
hello.
and here she is with a toy.
Yeah, perfect.
Just say hi, Lila.
Hello, Lila.
Can you come up here and say hi?
No, don't do that. She'll do just exactly that.
At an inappropriate time, I'm sure.
Welcome to the Tri-Cities. That's where Kennewick and Pasco and Richland, Washington combine into the Tri-Cities. There's different Tri-Cities in the country,
Nation.
but this is one of them here.
Yes.
So hope all is well. It's an unusual summer with weather. Friday it was almost 100 degrees, and yesterday was very pleasant, mid-80s, and today it's I don't know, like 57 degrees.
It's chilly.
It's like wow, and raining.
Raining.
Hey, you know.
Welcome to
Life is what it is.
It is what it is. Yes.
So, hope
Glad
all
to
is
see
doing
ya.
well. Hope all is well. All is everybody's happy, healthy.
Healthy. Well, you're
Healthy.
pretty healthy.
Hmm.
Yeah, if I got something, Phil, there's a spider.
Yeah.
Phil, this doesn't work. He's healthy.
Honey, would you open this jar?
Oh, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that going
I'm
around.
good for stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Hi Cheryl.
You're
Hi
good for
Carol.
stuff.
Hi. Hello,
Shannon's
all the
here.
Bowmans. So,
Thomas won't be here. He's working.
Beth. Really?
Yeah.
Sorry, Thomas. Well, or no,
He'll
I guess I'm
pick us
not.
up later.
Okay.
So hi when you see us. We see us.
Yeah.
That's a good thing about video Facebook thing, because then you
and
can just see it
YouTube.
whenever you
Hopefully, and I know Val
Sleep
and
in.
Joe were saying that the video wasn't real good because they had to watch it on YouTube just because of the time that they do it, and it works great and they can put it on their TV. So hopefully this is a much larger improvement over that.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Hopefully.
Obviously, we just fill time at this particular point. So since it is
I
Phil's
think you're
time.
fascinating.
Yeah.
I
Right.
just enjoy hearing your voice.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
I do.
Hey, let's get started.
Let's do.
So.
Let's do. What else are you doing, right?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Gee, we have a couple patron saints. Where'd they go? There they are. There they are. George Carlin and John Lennon.
Yay, George and John.
We love them.
And by the way,
That was a
Jesus
lot.
is just all right with
Jesus
me.
is just all right with me.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. And John said, I believe that as soon as people want peace in the world, they can have it. Trouble is, they're not aware that they can get it.
Hmm. Well, we're working on it.
We're
That's what we're
working
here
on
for.
it. We're working on it. And George, if it's true that our species is alone in the universe, then I'd have to say that the universe aimed rather low and settled for very little. Sometimes true.
Sometimes true.
Yeah,
But
sometimes
sometimes
true. But you know, there are so many stories of people just doing wonderful things for other people. So, you know, seek those stories out, not some of
Amen
the
to
other
that.
stories that
Yes.
people are reading.
yes.
So. All right. Thank you, Josie. This is from Josie. So, if God created shadows, it was in order to better emphasize the light.
Ooh.
Nice, huh? It was actually Pope Paul the 23rd. So, when friends meet, hearts warm.
And I think that's the hardest part about it. We
It
just
is.
can't meet together, so
It is. That day is lost on which one has not laughed.
oh, that's profound. Oh, that's not a laugh. That's scary, Phil. That's just. I won't sing. You don't laugh like that, okay?
Oh, okay,
Well,
okay.
you know, when I was a kid, my brother would hit me a lot because he was just a brother.
It's your brothers too.
That's brothers do.
And
And
sisters.
so I finally learned if I said, you be nice or I'll sing, he'd stop dead in his tracks and wouldn't touch me. It was just, that was the greatest threat there was. So,
Hi, Brittany.
Have fun with that.
Though, and Ralph Waldo Emerson is the next one. Though we travel the world over to find the beautiful, we must carry it with us or we find it not.
oh, that's profound.
I know.
I should save that
That's
for
why I said
later.
that.
Did the stupid stuff first.
I wasn't stupid.
No, you should have saved.
I haven't done any
Save-
stupid stuff.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You should have done this last and the stupid stuff first.
I'll do it again. Remember, this was from 2004, so like 16 years ago. On average, in any given hour, there are 61,000 people airborne over the United States.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not right now. No, don't think so. Under normal times, I'm sure that number actually is considerably higher than that. But yeah, I don't know, take off about 4 of those figures, and we might be close.
Might be close.
But it will be okay again.
Yeah, it'll be okay again.
Every sect is a moral check on its neighbor. Competition is as wholesome in religion as it is in commerce. Can one be a saint if God does not exist? That is the only concrete problem I know of today. Okay, that was Albert Camus, 1913. So, anyway. He didn't have a lot of great concerns, obviously.
Well, and I don't think anybody's putting you up for sainthood at the moment.
Why? Ask me why. To what excesses will men not go for the sake of a religion in which they believe so little and which they practice so imperfectly? Yeah.
You're making us think, Phil.
And do what?
Making us think.
That's what I'm supposed to do. You've got to learn something at church occasionally. Oh, this is more from the 1500s. So think back to the 1500s, what it might have been like. Okay. Those with money had plates of pewter. Food with high acidic content caused some of the lead in the food to leach out, causing lead poisoning and sometimes death. This happened most often with tomatoes. So, for the next 400 years or so, tomatoes were considered poisonous.
I wondered why.
And that's why. Yeah, I'd heard that too, but didn't really know exactly why.
No spaghetti, no pizza. Tomatoes are a wonderful thing. Salad.
Yeah. The statistics on sanity is that 1 out of every 4 persons are suffering from some sort of mental illness.
That's probably more like 1 out of 1.
Well, but think of your 3 best friends. If they're okay, it's you!
Oh, there's that laugh again. Don't do that.
Okay. We're ready for my last one. Do we have anything else that we should say or anything? So.
They're not going to answer you, Phil.
Okay. Hey, Shannon. You can't have that stuff without tomatoes. Yeah, I know you can't.
No, you
definitely can't. An elderly senior couple. I guess that, yeah, kind of. Were invited to an old friend's home for dinner one evening. She was impressed by the way her lady friend preceded every request to her husband with endearing terms such as honey, my love, darling, sweetheart, pumpkin, etc., etc. Yes, and Jan does that to me, and it is nice. It is nice. The couple had been married almost 70 years, and clearly they were still very much in love. While the husband was in the living room, her lady friend leaned over to her host to say, I think it's wonderful that after all of these years, you still call your husband by all those lovely names. The elderly lady hung her head. I have to tell you the truth, though, she said. His name slipped my mind about 10 years ago, and I'm scared to death to ask that cranky old ass what his name is. Okay, another sip of coffee.
A sip of coffee.
Okay, so, which one? Was it that one that I was supposed to?
I have no idea. That was 5 minutes ago. Am I supposed to remember?
Yeah. Though we traveled the world over to find the beautiful, we must carry it with us or find it not. Is that what I'm supposed to do?
I think so.
Okay. Though we traveled the world over to find the beautiful, we must carry it with us or we find it not.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Phil.
All right, we're going to reposition the camera a little bit, get Janice a little bit closer, so because her voice does fall down when she's, yeah, she kind of fades sometimes, so you can't hear it.
I try to talk loud.
There we go. So,
Anyway,
all right.
so how are we doing
Get closer.
this? Get closer?
Get closer. Because we can't get the computer any closer.
Okay, how's that?
I don't know.
How's that? I hope that's fine. Can you hear me?
I'd say
Can you hear
maybe
me now?
even closer. Okay.
Just smudge
That should be fine.
There. How's that? Can you hear me? I hope that's good.
Can you hear me now?
Man, this is
Can you hear
scary
me now?
seeing that much of my face.
Don't look.
How funny. I have two really fun stories to tell you this week. The first one I find very interesting. I was outside just kind of lounging around, and Lila was wandering around doing Lila stuff. Lila the dog, Delilah. And all of a sudden, I just out of the blue decided to call her Lady Delilah. And as I said, Lady Delilah, Lady Lila, she all of a sudden stood up clearer, straighter, lifted her chin, and her energy shifted. She has been the best dog since then. She has squirrely moments, but most of the squirrely, frantic stuff subsided. So what I feel from that is that when I called her Lady, that I was speaking to her soul and acknowledging her soul for her, or her spirit being. And as I did that, it registered with her that she was a good girl, she was okay, it was all good. And she's living up to that. So as a result of that, my message for you about that experience is be careful what you say to yourself. And be careful what you say to other people, whether it's behind their back or to their face or whatever. Because we used to call her the knucklehead. Let's get her a knuckle bone for the knucklehead. Having her acknowledged as Lady Lila, that just really settled her energy down. And then when she starts to get squirrely, I just say, Lady Lila, and she just calms right down. So it's the energy of words have great power for us. And the energy of words have great power to our being. And if there's someone in your world that you're struggling with or you don't like very much, I would encourage you to try referring to them in a more positive tone, whether you're speaking to them directly or just thinking about them. So rather than calling them a bad name or having that energy of negativity focused at someone, shift that into this peaceful, gentle energy. So whatever that looks like for you, however that looks like for you. And at the same time, use that same grace, that same beauty, that same bestowing of a blessing upon oneself. And you will find that you'll step up, you'll feel better about yourself, and you'll feel more comfortable in your own skin. So try that. I really wanted you to hear that story because it has made a huge difference. She's just not even the same dog. So that was story number one. Story number two, kind of funny. I was awakened, I can't remember what day it was. I think it was Wednesday night. I was awakened in the middle of the night 3 times, and all 3 times I heard apogee and perigee. And they'd say it several times, say apogee and perigee. Can you remember that? And I would say, yeah, I can remember that. Those are not words I use every day. Man, I didn't even know how to spell them. I had to look it up. And I would repeat that in my mind's eye. I would repeat that, apogee and perigee. And 3 times I was awakened with that. And the last one was just as I was awakening to get up. And I thought, well, that's just bizarre. Why would I be told apogee and perigee? And so, first of all, I looked them up. What do they mean? Why are they here? Excuse me. So basically they are the moon, when it is closest to the earth, that's perigee. And when it's furthest away from the earth, it's apogee. And because the moon does not circle the earth in a perfect circle, it's more of an oval. There's not a lot of difference there, but there's enough. And when the moon is at perigee, closest to the earth, it looks bigger, doesn't it? And when it's further away, we can tell that, we can see it. So I thought, well, that's weird. Why was that brought to me, and how is that a message for us? So I texted my friend Beth Clark and told her about that. She said, well, it's all about harmony. It's all about the motion of stabilizing, closer one day and further away the next. I thought, well, that's really good. So she texted me the next day and said, I have been singing apogee and perigee, living together in harmony for days, or for all morning. So she looked up that's an old song, Beatles song, Ebony and Ivory, and living together in harmony. I think that's, you might want to look that up, listen to it. I'm not going to sing it to you. So why would we be brought to that? Why would that be brought to our attention? So I pondered on that and prayed about that. And what I explored is the fact that sometimes we feel as if we've drifted away, or we're not as spiritual as we need to be, and we feel guilty about that. And I don't think that's necessary. I think the guilt is something we can let that go, because it's a part of life. For example, we can't be in meditation all the time. We've got to eat. We've got to make a living for ourselves. We've got chores that need to be done. There's laundry and dishes and mowing the lawn and all that sort of thing. So we can't be in meditation all the time. But does that mean that we're less spiritual because we're not in that state of being? No. It's just a part of this harmony, part of this balance of sometimes we're really, really connected to spirit and we really, really feel it. And sometimes we're just, we got other things going on. It doesn't mean we're not connected. I've got a couple of Bible verses I want to share with you about that. The first one is my yellow tab. This one is from James chapter 4. It says, draw near to God. Verse 8, draw near to God and he will draw near to you. Isn't that wonderful? And with that, remember Psalms 23? Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. So even if we can't feel that connection, doesn't mean it's not there. Remember when we do our guided meditations, I'm always saying that our connection to spirit is always there, even if we don't sense it or don't feel it. And sometimes, especially when we get all traumatized with life and life experiences, we feel the distance. And that distance makes us feel really uncomfortable. So what I'd like you to do, or what I want to bring to your attention, is the fact that you can draw near in an instant. So even if you feel that distance, it's okay. There's no shame, no blame in that. It's just a part of life, a part of living. One of the benefits of drawing near to divine source, whatever that is for you, James, the 3rd chapter, which is just ahead of the one we just read a little while ago. And it's talking about earthly wisdom, and it's talking about divine wisdom. And earthly wisdom is, there's jealousy and ambition and disorder. Feel that in your life? Okay. Here's what wisdom from divine connection. The wisdom from above is pure, then peaceable, gentle, reasonable, full of mercy and good fruits, unwavering, and without hypocrisy. Isn't that beautiful? And without the seed, and the seed whose fruit is, it's the seed. So if you have that wisdom, then there's a seed, and that seed brings forth the fruit of righteousness, as is sown in peace by those who make peace. So when we feel caught up in all the turmoil, we're just distanced. We're just not as connected as we would like to be. So no shame, no blame. Just draw near to God and he'll draw near to you. One more verse I want to read to you. I really like this one. This comes from Numbers. This is when they were doing all the calculating of Jewish people. A boring book. Oh, dear Lord. If you're one of those people who've read the book from front to... Oh, man. Bless your heart for enduring Numbers. But there's a little snippet here that is beautiful. Numbers chapter 6, verse 24. And the Lord bless you and keep you. Yeah. Lord bless you and keep you. And the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. And the Lord lift his countenance upon you and give you peace. So in the world of turmoil and challenges that we're facing, peace is this beautiful commodity that's ours to have. And maybe we're feeling a little distance from that. It's okay. Just realign and reconnect. Even the moon and its apogee, it's only a couple weeks from the time it's furthest away until the time it's closest again. It's not far, and it's not a long thing. So the sooner we can get back, the sooner we call our awareness back, the better we are. The better we can be in this state of peace. That's where peace resides. So if you're feeling turmoil, you're feeling trauma, you're feeling distressed, notice. No shame, no blame, just notice. And call that connection back to you. Call that awareness back to you. Call that wisdom back to you. The ancient ones have a little something I want to read to you. This is from the new volume. Volume 2. Ancient Ones, Volume 2. We're going to start a workshop, a study group, a free study group on Facebook starting July 1st. So let me know if you're interested in that, and we'll add you to that group. Because some of the teachings of the Ancient Ones are profound. And they'll have like a page article, but there's like 5 or 6 things in there that are really strong information that is really good for us. It helps us on our spiritual journey and helps us stay connected. This particular reading, I'm just going to read an excerpt from it for you today. This is the path of light. You walk a path of light, even though you may feel darkness around you. It's not you. Even though you may feel the darkness pressing in on you, it is not you. You, dear one, carry the light within you. Dear one, shine brightly against the darkness. Darkness cannot exist where there is divine light. Just as a candle or a torch or a spotlight shines through the darkness and can be seen afar off, so too the divine light within you lights the way. Not only for you to see your way through the darkness, but for others to find their way through the darkness. To access this divine light, one must peer through the shadow of fear and anxiety and notice that the light is already there, already bright. That connection is still there. That connection is still part of us. That light is there. And when the fears and worries and anxieties of the world creep in on us, it just requires noticing. And then we gently and effortlessly move back into that connection. So let's take a real look at that connection in a different way. I'd like to walk you through a guided meditation. So this guided meditation is going to take us to the moon. And in light of that, I'm wearing moonstone today. So I've got a moonstone necklace and moonstone earrings. I think Phil found the necklace in an airport somewhere. I can't remember where. Maybe Phil will remember. The earrings we found in Coeur d'Alene in an antique store. And then this moonstone ring, see, it's pretty, was gifted to me by a friend. So moonstone is really pretty stone. I'm wearing that in light of the fact that we're going to take our journey today, our guided meditation today, to the moon. So in order to do that, I'd like you to just kind of center and just be here. There's nothing that that has to have your attention right now, hopefully. Just notice that you're here. Notice your physical form. And notice your heart space within that physical form. And as you're noticing that, you'll have a sense of this connection that's already here. You have a sense of the light that's already here. Notice and allow it to be. Bring your awareness here and allow. Without struggle, don't have to strain. Just gently be. And in that state of gently being, you're actually getting closer to divine nature, closer to all that is. Registering that in your awareness. And with that, just breathe for a moment. Just be. Allow yourself to be. Sometimes we think we're human doings and must be doing things rather than human beings, and allowing ourselves to just be. And now I'd like you to bring your attention to the bottoms of your feet. There's energy portals there. And as you bring your attention to those energy portals, maybe they open like the eye of a camera, or maybe a trap door, or sliding doors, whatever. However yours open, allow them to open. Allow. Allow. It's a gentle process. It's no stress, no effort. Just allow it. And the portals here are a two-way street. There's a two-way street. So energy from you that's unwanted, unnecessary, burdensome can just drain out. And energy from the earth, this grounding energy, this strength, can be drawn back into the heart space. So just notice in your body if there's any tension or stress or distress. Maybe it's worry or fear or anxiety. Allow that to just fall away. It's heavy energy, it's dense energy. And it's not necessary for your spiritual journey. It's a part of our response to life, and there's nothing wrong with that. We don't need to carry it. Allow ourselves to be aware of it, notice it, and then take action or take no action. But whatever response to that, you don't need to carry that energy. So just allow it to fall away. As that energy falls away and more of this grounding energy comes into your heart space, centered and balanced. You might also notice at this time your ascension orb, which is behind the stomach and in front of the spine, is also balancing your world out. It's spinning, and it's like this gyroscope that just centers and balances you. That allows you to move through life and come back to center. So allow yourself to come back to center. From that place of center, bring your awareness to the tippy top of your head. That's an energy portal where we are always connected to spirit. And with your intent and your attention, you can expand that awareness and become even more connected, become even more aware of divine presence. And as you do that, by just allowing, there are energy portals over your head that are different colors, different aspects of divine nature. And you can tap into the one that's just right for you today. So maybe it's blue, maybe it's green, or pink, or yellow, or golden, or silver, copper, or iridescent. Whatever you're experiencing is what is right for you. Even if you don't see anything or visualize anything, if you choose something, that's the energy that is going to be brought to you. That's the energy that will flow to you. And you don't even have to know what the spiritual significance is, just what are you drawn to right now? As I said, those colors or those experiences, which one caught your attention? And choose that. And that's the energy that you'll be gifted with today. And it will flow down through that top of your head and will touch your mind. And as that energy touches your mind, it allows your mind to relax. It allows your mind to let go of worry. It allows your mind to let go of fear. Because even though there's things that are maybe less than perfect right now, there's also peace. This is a divine gift. And you can receive that right here, right now, by receiving this gift of energy. So allow that peaceful energy to come in and bring peace to your mind. Let it also now touch the third eye, the discernment centers, and the occipital lobes. This is all your perception for your world. We program our perceptions so that if we feel that people don't like us, we'll see it when people don't like us. If we program ourselves to feel welcomed and loved, then we'll see that and perceive that. So this living light of love now is reprogramming the perceptions so that you have an easier time of perceiving that. Just like Phil read just a little while ago about if you can search the whole world looking for beauty, but if it's not within you, you can't see it. So this allows that beauty to be invested and embedded and implanted in your brain and in your being, in your perception system, so now you can perceive peace. You can perceive beauty on a whole other level. Let more and more of this living light of love, whatever flavor, form, or texture, or color it was, let it touch your mouth and your ears and your throat. This gives you the ability to speak your truth gently with grace. It also gives you the ability to hear somebody else's truth without having to change it. Their truth may not be the truth, but it's their truth. You can let them have it. You don't have to fix it, don't have to change it, don't have to change their mind. Just let it be. It's not your job. And if people can hear what you have to say, you can speak your truth. And if they're not in a place to hear, you can just hold your truth silently and know that it's your truth. And be at peace with that. Letting more and more of this living light of love flow down into your shoulders. Often we get all tensed up and shoulders get tight. Let peace fill this energy area here. Roll your shoulders and allow that to let go. Effortlessly let go. And as we release the tension in our muscles, then more of this living light can flow in and more of that tension can be drained out the bottoms of your feet. It's okay to let it go. And who cares how it got there? There's no shame, no blame. There it is. Notice it, and you can let it go. Letting more and more love and light flow through your arms and into your hands. This gives you the power to do worthy work, whatever it is. And if there's nothing for you to do, you won't have to do it. And you give yourself permission to be free of it. Free of angst and anguish about that should change. Well, if there's something in your path that comes for you to do, you can do it. And if there's nothing in your path for you to do, you can let it go. Letting more and more love and light fill your heart space. Now let that living light of love mix and mingle with that energy from the earth, that grounding energy. So now you're uplifted even higher. The higher you want to go spiritually, the more grounded it's more important for you to be grounded. So they work together. So allow yourself to let those energies mingle. And now the rest of your body, let it fill with this living light of love. Let it touch your knees, ankles, feet. And let it flow through you like a light shining through a window. Let that just shine right through you. And you're bringing this living light of love, whatever flavor, whatever color, whatever texture you received today, whatever you chose today, you're anchoring that into this earth. What a gift. What a blessing. Doesn't it feel wonderful to be of service in this way? And let that flow. Feel that. There are people that are searching for that loving energy, just that exact vibration, that exact frequency. And as they search for it, now they have better access to it. And this will give them the opportunity to connect in on a greater level. Now gently, gently, gently close the bottoms of your feet. And allow that living light of love to fill your body even further and fill the energy field around your body. This will cause or create space for you. So any worry or stress or fear that's in your physical aura, in your aura that surrounds your body, now can just be dissipated and pushed away. We can go to the grocery store and people are afraid or worried, and some of that energy gets stuck on us. So this just pushes it away. There may be other people in our home, in our house that we're living with, and they're all stressed out and distressed. And And that can clutter and agitate in our aura. Let this energy just dissipate that, push that aside. Excuse me. So now you are filled with light and you're surrounded by light. And now let's take a little journey. Allow yourself to know that your awareness can travel without your physical form. No harm to your physical form. Your physical form is fine. There's an aspect of your awareness that can travel in your imagination. So allow your imagination to take you to the surface of the moon. And we're going to go to the Sea of Tranquility. Allow yourself just to be there, effortlessly. You can effortlessly just allow yourself to experience being on the surface of the moon in the Sea of Tranquility. And when you arrive there, you may have a sense that you're in a spacesuit. Maybe your awareness doesn't need a spacesuit. Maybe you're just there. Just notice what it feels like on the moon. Notice that there's no electronic energetic clutter. So you can't hear the refrigerator running. You can't have a sense of the cell phone energies. There's no distracting people talking in the other room. None of that's happening on the surface of the moon. You're just here, and it's peaceful, and it's quiet. And with that same sense of peace and quiet, you also recognize that there's no struggle here for you. There's nothing to run to, and there's nothing to run from. You get to just be. We don't do that very often, do we? So allow yourself to just be. See how that feels for you. Notice that the gravity is lighter here than on Earth. You still have gravity, so you're still being drawn down to the surface of the moon, but it's not like Earth. So you feel a little more buoyant, a little lighter, kind of like being in water. So you're just a little floaty. It's okay to feel a little floaty here. Now from this perspective of feeling light, feeling peaceful, notice the Earth. It's a long way off. It's a beautiful planet. Notice it and recognize it as your home. Notice it and recognize it as a body in the universe, as a physical place. And now notice the sun. The sun is bright in the sky. It's different here, is it not? And of course, because this is your guided meditation, not real life, you don't need any sun shield or sunglasses or anything. You can just perceive it as it is. And now notice other planets in our solar system. You can see them in your perception. And notice also into deep space. Notice the stars. Notice the Milky Way. How it feels so vast and expansive. And there may be a part of you that feels a little disconnected. Maybe feels a little alone. Maybe a little scary. There's not something to distract you from everything else in the world. And that's okay. Just notice. Just be. Allow it to be what it is. And you're going to notice that there is something here next to your feet for you to pick up. And because it's your imagination, it's just things in your imagination, do you pick up a moonstone, a moonflower, or a moon rock? Which item draws your attention? Or which item is here for you? Either way is fine. Just choose for yourself, if you need to, a moonstone, a moonflower, or a moon rock. And now return to noticing. And noticing again the quiet. Noticing again the peace. Noticing again the distance between you and the earth. And all of a sudden you hear in your mind's eye or in the microphone in your helmet, there's a voice. And this voice is calling you home. Your mission is clear. You've accomplished what you came here to do, and it's time to return to the earth. And the voice is calling you back. And know that as you're being called back, that your tranquility that you received from the Sea of Tranquility, you're bringing it back with you. So allow yourself to reclaim that tranquility, and in your awareness, carry it with you back to the earth, back to the planet. Feel the earth's gravity reconnect with you. Feel yourself anchoring here. You may start to hear the hum of the refrigerator or some of the other sounds that you normally hear here. Allow yourself to just be aware of that. And notice that the tranquility that you brought back with you grants you peace and distance from that. That you're not being bombarded, you're not being overwhelmed by that. It's there. But you still carry this tranquility with you. Nothing can affect you because of the tranquility you've reclaimed. And allow yourself to take this tranquility and anchor it in your being. Anchor it either in your ascension orb, anchor it in your heart space. Bring it with you, carry it with you. And now take a deep breath in and exhale and feel the strength of being here on this planet. You came here for a reason. You have a destiny, you have a purpose. And it's not to be afraid, and it's not to be full of anxiety. It's here to bring light. And as you acknowledge that, this tranquility gets stronger and the light within gets brighter. And allow yourself to just kind of move back into your physical form fully and completely. Stronger than before, wiser than before, more blessed than before. You might want to take a deep breath in and exhale. Wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, and welcome back. And Mr. Phil, did you want to, would you like to join me for communion, please, sir? He was here a second ago. Phil! I've lost him. Anyway, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that guided meditation. Here he comes. I lost you there for a minute. Did you need something? Is that why you were?
I was just going to say people can't hear you. I had a hard time hearing you.
Darn. I'm trying. Guess we had a microphone.
Yeah. I don't know if we can use it on this.
I don't know if we can use it on that.
We'll try.
I apologize. Can you turn the volume in your unit up?
I don't know. I tried turning it up on this one and it still didn't help. So.
Darn. I'm doing my best. I don't know what else to do here, people. Okay. Forgive me.
Thank you. Like Scott said, you just speak softly in spirit.
I do. I just get into kind of like a trance state. I'm just not the same. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do.
Talk louder!
Just scared the hell out of everybody.
With the dog.
She's right here.
Okay.
All right. Communion. Virtual communion. If you're not able to hear me, there's Phil.
I could see me.
Yeah, but they couldn't. You're handsome. This reminds us that Jesus came, he walked the path, and he ascended.
He was a cool dude.
He was a cool dude.
I mean, keep it at that if that's what you have to do.
He did Jew perfect. He was a perfect Jew. He did it all. He did it right. He did the right thing. So we can admire him for that, if nothing else. And he gave us this gateway experience so that we could take the ascension path. We could walk the same path. Not perfectly, maybe, but we can get there. Join me in prayer. Loving Spirit of Light, as we take this into our bodies, help us to take into our bodies the awareness that we are love and we are light and we are connected. Grant us this peace. These things we pray in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
You know, those are even more stale than they were.
You noticed that, huh?
I don't know what about that. Join me in prayer again, please. Loving Spirit of light, as we drink this in, help us to drink in life, all of it, but drink it in with peace, with tranquility, with wisdom. These things we pray in the name of Jesus. Amen.
You know, there was a sea of tranquility on the moon.
I know, that's what we talked about. You weren't listening to me at all. He's in there watching car videos or something like that. So, I saw a cute little something on Facebook. It says, grant me the serenity to notice Facebook posts and the courage to scroll past Facebook posts and the wisdom to just keep scrolling. Something like that. Thought it was
I like it. I like it.
Thought it was good. Okay, so you probably want to know.
What we can do now?
I'm not done.
Oh, I know.
I wanted to share with you what your guided meditation, which
Ooh,
thing.
Okay. I got to go back to reading posts.
Okay. And again, I'm so sorry. My voice is so small. Forgive me. You can intercom me when you get there. So if you picked up a moonstone. This is telling you that it's time to receive a clear connection from Spirit and gather insight and utilize that insight in your life. Okay? If you picked up a moonflower, have you ever seen a moonflower? They're these little light little flowers and they bloom at night. It's really kind of cool. A moonflower, this is telling you it's time to grow what you know. Don't you love that phrase? I just love it. It just popped in from Spirit. I couldn't make that up. But it's time to grow what you know. So if you know stuff and you want to share stuff, now's the time. Now's the time to do that. If you picked up a moon rock, this is letting you know that it's time to explore. There's more information out there, more insights for you. So take a look, explore, journey on. Now you may have experienced something else while you're at the moon, and you may need some insights. So if you have any questions or comments about that, type it in. Mr. Phil will get back to me. I'm going to just get him on the speakerphone. We're connected.
Hello.
Hello. So is there any questions or comments that I can address?
Not really yet. I'm still looking. Casey said my sea of tranquility was a real sea. I sat with my feet in the water, and toy boat came to me. I felt at peace.
Okay, so the getting your feet in this tranquility, this is asking you to just get in. You know, just get yourself into that tranquil space. Allow yourself to receive that. And the toy boat is about playfulness. Allow yourself to feel playful. When we get caught up in distress, then there's no joy, there's no play in that. We're getting a little whistle here, Phil. I'm going to turn mine down just a bit. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah. Brittany says, I saw an orangish yellow light. Once on the moon, I started jumping and laughing and having fun.
Good.
Started having tears running down my face. I found a purple flower.
Oh, pretty. Okay, so this joyfulness and the tears on your face, this is allowing yourself freedom. So the playfulness, we take life pretty seriously. I mean, it's just, nobody gets out alive, so it's important to take it seriously. But at the same time, it's really important to be playful and joyful. And you're granting yourself that by being disassociated from all the stress of earth, the stress of the world. You were able to grant yourself some time to be free, and that brought some emotion up for you. The orange-yellow light, this is about finding your true tribe, the orangey color, and the yellow is about courage and about being true to yourself. So it's really important for you to take some time for you and time for you to have fun and playfulness. Okay? Anything else?
Scott got a hair barrette and a moonstone inlay. Well, with a moonstone inlay.
Okay, I need to go back to Brittany because I didn't talk to her about her purple flower. The purple flower is divine connection again.
Sorry.
So my fault, I screwed up. That divine connection. So find joy and playfulness, and that's going to amplify your divine connection. Find divine connection, and that's going to amplify your ability to play. Okay? So Scott, back to Scott.
Yep. He got a hair barrette with a moonstone inlay.
Okay.
And he had waves breaking at his feet.
Oh, okay. So, this moonstone is giving you, again, this creative insight, creative awareness, and a barrette is something you wear on your hair. So it's like bringing it into your mind. Allow your mind to receive this energy. Allow your mind to receive this divine spiritual connection and this insight. You already have a ton of it. So more is coming. So allow yourself to receive that. And then the waves breaking at your feet. This is allowing it to come in waves. Again, it doesn't have to be here all the time. And if you don't have to do it perfectly every second. But allow it to recede and allow it to come in. And when it comes in, it's going to be strong and powerful and beautiful and grant you many blessings. So again, no fear, no shame, no blame. Just allow. Okay? Anything else?
Valerie had a forest with waterfalls and planted this on the moon as a start.
Oh, cool. Okay, so this is letting you know you're starting something new intuitively. You already have a ton of stuff. Makes me wonder if you picked up a moonflower or not, because the moonflower is about grow what you know. So you already know a lot of stuff. You have this forest and all the things that you know and work for you. Now you can plant them here in what seems to be a desolate space. So some people are feeling rather desolate in this world. So as you be a blessing to others, as you can transplant what you know into the hearts of others by sharing what you have. Make sense? Hopefully. Anything else, Mr. Phil?
Yeah, Terry's got one, but I can only see the first part. So until somebody else posts and this pops up, I can't see the bottom of it. But she started out with a purple light, heart-shaped moon. Oh, moonstone. It just popped up. A purple light, heart-shaped moonstone. Alone, barren, desolate.
Yes. So take notice. Okay, so the purple light is divine connection. The heart-shaped moonstone is like, you put your heart in it. This intuitive connection. Put your heart into that. The moon is all about intuition and insights, and it comes and it goes. And allow it to be what it is. What was the rest of that one, Phil?
It said alone, barren, desolate.
Okay, so this can be disconcerting, and it can be a blessing.
Oh, that can be so cool.
Phil thinks that would be so cool. I can make that happen for you, Phil. No. So yeah, it's barren. There's nothing there. But that's the whole beauty of it, is this stark nature of it. And we can contrast that with how much abundance we have here and now. So this is allowing you that experience of the contrast, so that you can have a deeper sense of connection and gratitude and peace. I hope that's helpful. But even in that isolation and that desolation, you're still connected. So if you feel isolated and disconnected, a lot of us are feeling that because we can't hug people and you can't be around people much. But we're still connected. We still have a beautiful connection. So Phil just signed off, so I guess that's the end of that. I hope you enjoyed the journey today. Looks like I did okay on time. And again, I apologize for my voice dropping off. We're working on it. Forgive me.
Well, it's hard to say. I mean, some people said it was just fine. So, I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that sorry. Jan set the video up this morning to get all ready, and the screen is flipped. So it's backwards to you all. That's okay.
That make it different?
Trust me, it does. when you look at it again, everything's flipped. So. It looks okay to us.
That can't work.
You'll go look at it once you look at the post. The image is reversed.
I'll never set it up again.
Did you actually tell people, Dawn?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
You could do that.
Hey, we've got this little, we have to put a note in front of us, otherwise we forget. Obviously, Jan forget. And I was sitting right here and we forgotten, but now I see it again. Help the church out a little bit.
Dog
Donate.
ate the cat.
Dog
right
ate the
off
cat.
this picture.
Yeah. But it does say donate. So, with your help, we still do have a building, and we will get back to it one of these days. And we still have things that we try to do and still do. So, it is sincerely appreciated if you can do that.
Amen.
And Beth always has a link there. You can go to the church. There's a link. There's you can send a check. Some people send checks to us that we give to the church. And so, however you want to do that, they're great.
It's much appreciated. Get out of my head. Energy circle. Circle. I miss our songs. Don't you miss our songs?
I know.
Phil always had some really fun songs to wrap up with. What's a song that we usually circled up with? Caught you off guard. What's the one that Daryl always sang?
I know. I don't remember. You're looking for a name of the song. That's the problem. I know where it is. So.
Oh, where it is. Well, think of a song in your...
Jackie's watching. Hi,
Think
Jackie.
a song in your head, I guess.
That you love from the church.
I hope we don't forget. Anyway, bringing that energy again and again, being mindful of it, being aware of it. Allow that to amplify in your heart space. Then send it to your left hand and receive from your right hand. And as you're giving and receiving, this energy amplifies. And even if it's just giving and receiving to yourself, it still amplifies. And as this energy is amplified, there may be someone in your circle of influence that could use healing or comfort or encouragement. You can be mindful of them while this energy is amplifying, and they'll share in this energy with us. So just hold them in your awareness for a moment. Beautiful. Deep breath in and exhale to release them. We don't want any psychic backwash. Bringing fresh, bright energy in, bring it into your heart space, send it out your left hand, and draw it in from your right hand, allowing that to amplify one more time again. Both hands up. Collect all the energy you'd like to bring with you from this place. Bring it into your heart space. May your life be a prayer. God bless, and we'll see you next time. See you Wednesday Wisdoms. I have some more insights for you from the Ancient Ones then.
Have a wonderful meal today. Enjoy whatever weather we're having or you're having.
God bless.
Bless.